If you give it your all, no matter the outcome, at least you're not going to have to wonder, what if? I remember a week ago, I got home from college pretty late, and I was tired. I didn't want to do anything productive, I didn't want to do any work, but I decided earlier that day that I would do some editing. So I opened up my laptop and did some for 10 minutes, and then I stopped and started messing around with my friends online. I often feel as though one day I'll just stumble upon the lifestyle I want to live. But I realize this is a pretty stupid mindset, because the reality is there's a journey, a long journey, a journey of highs and of lows. And whether I reach the destination, the goal that I fantasize about, depends on what I choose to do every day. Every 5 minutes matters, and I take that for granted. I think sometimes maybe I'll tend to reserve some of my effort when it comes to doing something because it's easier. Maybe I'll do the bare minimum, or I'll say I'll be better tomorrow, I'll achieve more tomorrow, I'll change something tomorrow. And I think the issue with that is that when you don't put your full effort in, you're setting a baseline for yourself. I think both I and whoever is watching this video have so much potential. I think every single person on this planet has so much potential. Our dreams are accomplishable. They're never far-fetched, no matter what anyone tells you. But every time we don't try as hard as we could, every time we choose instant gratification, video games, laziness, over the option that we know we should be taking, we're taking a step back, and we're giving in to the world. Something I've learned recently is the importance of perspective, and you'll never really have the full picture of something. And I care about literally whoever's watching this video, so I like to provide different outlooks, because most of the time, to me, they provide a lot of value. So from a Christian point of view, which most of you guys will know I am, I found these quotes. Ask and it will be given to you. Seek and you will find. Knock and it will be open to you. God and I are like two people in a boat. God steers, but I have to row. I think you have to take that initiative. Things won't always just fall into place. You have to keep putting each foot in front of the other. And sometimes it'll be uncomfortable, and you'd rather just lie down and go to sleep. Whereas sometimes it'll be really easy. But what's important is that you try as hard as you can, and then try a bit harder than that. Because if you really want something, you have to go get it, even if sometimes you don't feel like it, because those are the moments that count the most. I think one of the most important things I've learned this past year is that you should try to create a lifestyle, a series of habits that will just eventually lead you to that end goal. You need to plan how you'll achieve something, and if you have big dreams, you'll need to go all in. I have this friend who is locked in. He goes to the gym, he's building a graphic design business without any money, he's learning to trade stocks and a ton of other things. And I look at that lifestyle, I look at him going all in, working hard, and I know he's a guy that promotes habits. And I think by having those habits, he puts himself in a position where he's more likely to be successful. And not everyone can immediately do what he does. I can't yet, but that's okay. Everyone's different. And like I said last video, everyone has different paths. Some days for you, it'll be more difficult to work hard than for others. But I want to stress something. I was recently listening to a podcast, and they quoted Tim Ferriss, who said, "In the short term, your success depends on your intensity. In the long term, your success depends on your consistency. Do not sacrifice the latter for the former. A lot of the time, and I'm guilty of this, people will put all their effort into something within a short period of time because they have the motivation in that moment. But instead, I think we should be putting that motivation into planning to do it over a longer period of time so that they can create habits. So to me, the phrase "go all in" means to pursue your dream in every aspect with maximum effort, which is definitely achievable, but can be difficult. You know, your path isn't always going to be a smooth ride. Life comes with failures, life comes with setbacks. But a successful person is not determined by the lack of failure, it's determined by how they respond to those failures. It's important, in my opinion, to be content, to be at peace. Enough right now, and your achievements will determine whether you should be happy or not. The journey is usually long, so try to enjoy it. Your future and your dreams are there for the taking, but you have to chase after them with everything you've got. I really love and appreciate whoever is watching this video. I'm sorry it took a while for me to post, but I've got a really cool idea for my next video, and fingers crossed I'll be able to make it happen and make something that you guys will find really valuable. I hope I could inspire you in some way. I hope you can lock in and pursue your dreams with all your power.